Would you want me to phrase the question, or do you just want to talk? I want to ask you a question.
Okay, go.
Debt is another type of modern day slavery. I think, let's start with the whole credit score thing. I get it, I understand why it exists, but it's a trap. I still think it's a trap,
Yeah.
Not a lot of people are educated on how to handle their finances, you understand? So they just see debt as this really bad thing, but it's how you use it that's bad, And debt grows. The whole interest rate concept, the whole banking fees, not a lot of people understand interest on its own. That's why I feel like school didn't necessarily teach us how to be an individual person.
Financially literate.
Financially literate, yes. And it affects us as adults, You learn about budgeting, you learn about how to handle your own money. Like
after buying an expensive car, now all of a sudden you're like, oh,
and you regret it. You regret it because they don't inform you. Like if I'm gonna tell someone, I'm gonna charge you 7% debt, of the loan that you're handing. No one, how are they gonna know?
It's just numbers to them. Like
like, oh no, I'll pay it back.
I qualify for that.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, and let's not get on the whole inheritance thing. After the deceased, the family gets it. Who created that rule and why does it exist? I thought people should have grace. At the end of the day, we're human. Let the debt vanish. I don't think they're not going to lose anything, to be honest. Like a bank is worth billions for a reason. That 100 rand or 100K that I have is not gonna.
I think the argument they all make is that's how they remain billionaires. Because if people shift, like if we teach financial literacy in primary school and high school, banks are in trouble, right?
True.
So I get why it's good for them for you to go and be like, I earn 20,000 rand, I can afford a 7,000 rand car. Mathematically wise, if I calculate it the way I calculated, plus minus, but really, if you break it down, you'll understand that, boy, you can't even afford a 5,000 rand car. So I think it's an important conversation to have, that we are unfortunately financially illiterate in Africa, in South Africa. And you can see with most of us, like I remember when I started working, I thought I was the king of the town, and and then after a while, it's like, when you want to get married and all of a sudden you're like, oh, where you get that money? And then when you go to the bank, you've already made a loan for maybe a house or a car. So now you want lobola. Mike, I have to work for the next 30 years just to pay off those loans. Never mind. So it's like, financial literacy is important. Tell me what it is I'm getting myself into. Like a real conversation, like, Bobo, you're gonna be stuck with a bad credit score for the next 5 years if you make this decision. I think a lot of people will think twice. But I just feel like even the banking people, they're being trained to talk to us in a manner like, no, don't have to worry, you earn enough money for this. It's like saying, if I get a promotion, they're like, we'll give you a better car. You were driving a Haval, why not go to Mercedes? They don't tell you that, hey, it's gonna put you more in trouble. So I think it's, we have a big problem. I don't even want to get into the alcohol and the substances. And the substances. It has to do with how we view money. Because if we don't feel like we can afford it, then why would we do it? It's because we think we can afford it. That's the problem,
But at the same time, like, the system trains us to trade our time and to train our mind for money. Like, money doesn't work for us, we work for money. And there's a whole, never mind the greed of the bank, but let's talk about the whole fear and intimidation they bring to you. If you don't pay your debt, like, I'm gonna take your possessions and all these things, and like the whole trends and situations of bringing people loans and getting them into debt without even them understanding why they're in debt. Like farm workers, cleaners at the households, like, just because I give you food and a place to live, like, I don't necessarily have to pay you. That's in a way debt, but personal debt. But that's just something we need to work on as a whole country and understand. So.
Okay, next segment. You did beautiful, by the way. boy, there's no right way to